from the chair, we'll do our little jack jumps like this, remember? Okay, so 30 seconds on the clock, and here we go. Oh, man. So for us, we started this week, my wife and I, we do a podcast called Being Grandparents, and we're having to use everything we got because our son and his wife went on vacation, and we have 2 kids for the next, almost 10 days. So that's going to be a workout in itself. 4 seconds left. Looking good. Good job. I love playing with them. I've got all kinds of neat gadgets and toys and stuff that we're going to be learning and playing with throughout the week, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I know it's going to be work, don't get me wrong. They sleep different than we do. They go to bed earlier. We're probably going to have to go to bed earlier. I hope that doesn't become something that I get stuck with and all of a sudden I'm going to bed at 9 o'clock every night for the rest of my life like I'm some old man or something. 5 seconds left. We're going to start our second exercise, and this time it's kind of a favorite, I think, when we're throwing blows just like this. Make sure when you swing, you got to swing all the way through. If you want it to be all the way through, so you can feel it all the way in through here too, and trying to help work on that muffin top back there. So here we go, 30 seconds on the clock, and yeah, there you go. That's the way to do it. One time in college, I got in a boxing tournament, never boxed my whole life, and I got in there, and I thought, well, these guys look like I can run around them for 2 minutes because the rounds are only 2 minutes, three 2-minute rounds. And the guy I get in the ring with pulverizes me. Turns out he was like 5-time Texas Golden Glove champion and went on to fight in the Olympics and stuff. That's 30 seconds. Good job. And he split my head. Felt like it was in 4 different places. So maybe I had a concussion. I didn't know. We didn't know much about concussions back then, other than you had a pretty bad headache. But I learned my lesson about getting into something that I don't know that much about, especially if it involves physical contact. Now, we're going to start our next session. This will be number 3, exercise number 3. And it's similar to the seated jumping jack, except we're going to bring our hands up and spread our feet and knees like this, okay? And that's going to work your shoulders and obviously some of your hips right here. So 30 seconds on the clock. Let's go. Yeah. Now, when we first started this, I'm sitting here. You probably could hear it on the microphone. My shoulders would be click, 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 popping almost every time. That's from throwing too many pitches in baseball, coaching baseball, and throwing batting practice forever. But right now, it's feeling pretty good, and that's the importance of having activity in your life, throughout your life. 30 seconds, good job. And to keep everything, when you become sedentary as we get older, we get jobs where we're sitting behind a desk all day, maybe not being as active, and and we don't have time for the exercise because we're doing this and that with the family and the kids and such. But it's important to find ways to get that stretching in and to do that workout. We're moving on to our 4th exercise, and this one is going to be like you're doing kind of like a military press, I guess, or a bench press that we're going to be sitting up and spreading our legs. Just like that. All right. So here we go. 30 seconds. And looking good. Keep that back straight. Important so you're not one of those people that are pushing the cart and you're all bowed over. I do that. I know it. I get the cart sometimes and push it just because it's helping me get through if I have a bad back day. But when I exercise regularly, I can eliminate the bad back. Here we go. Don't forget to hydrate. Get yourself plenty of water throughout your exercise and throughout the day. Remember, we talked about whatever our goal weight is, and to have as much, half of amount of water that you would have your goal weight. So if you are 150 is your goal weight, then you want to make sure you have at least 75 ounces of water throughout the day, and maybe a little more if you're getting out and you're doing a lot more exercises or hitting those walks pretty hard. So for our fifth exercise, we're going to, this is something I like to use when I'm doing crunches because it really helps support me in getting better crunches out of it. They're not very, I think they're like $30, $40 on Amazon or Oshman, wherever you go, Academy. So in this, you just kind of get some help from your hands and you can just pull it up and hold it and really feel that throughout your core and your abdomen. So I got 30 seconds on the clock and here we go. I know you don't have one maybe, and just introducing this to you, but you can still put your hands behind your head and lift up as best you can and kind of hold a little bit when you get all the way up for just a second or two, just so you really feel it. 10 seconds, almost there. You're looking good though. All right, and 3 seconds. Oh man, because for me, I really want to get rid of this more than anything. I mean, I want to get rid of everything, but that is probably the biggest place where I'm tired of, sorry, I didn't mean to stick my bottom at you, but I'm tired of having is that big old belly. Want to start to slim it out and down. And, you know, I always had pretty thick legs because my dad taught us how to exercise since we were about 12, 13 years old, and I enjoyed putting the weights on and doing the leg lifts. That was one of my favorites. So we're going to start back, second part of our 5 exercises for today, and we're going to do the seated jumping jack. So 30 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Yeah. But he used to have us work out pretty regularly, and I like I said, I loved leg day, so I always worked hardest on leg day and never was able to build up, what are these, pecs or on my chest, whatever it is, as much as anywhere else. But 3 seconds left. Ooh. And right now we're not trying necessarily to build anything. We're trying to loosen everything up because I mentioned we want to take sometimes 30 to 60 days to work out, to get ready to work out and get in shape. And this is, if you haven't exercised in a long time, this is helping to loosen all those up, you know, try to burn a little bit of fat and to get to where your muscles and your joints are feeling optimal. So when you go out and do your walk, you can not just go for a walk, but, you know, start to increase your pace. And that's when you're going to really feel the burn of some of that extra weight and getting going. So here we go with our next exercise. Some of those punches we were talking about, get them all the way through, twisting so that you're moving the joints. And 30 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Yeah, now you're doing it, getting after it. Oh yeah, there you go. I mentioned to you, we used to work with a bunch of MMA fighters. Oh man, they would get in there and really, and now they're doing some bare knuckle stuff. I don't know why. That would hurt. 6 seconds. Almost there. Keep going. Yeah, we're getting close to the end of our exercise portion of this day, which is the 11th day of our workout. I got to hand it to you for coming back all these days. It's great to see you and getting into the workout frame of mind. And, you know, like for us, we're just chasing those kids all around the place and trying to keep up with the balls that fall down the stairs and going hunting them and getting them and bring them back up and all the things that we're having to try to keep up. They like to be pushed in their little cars. Our grandson does, and I can't always bend that far, but because we've been doing this, it's helping me out a whole lot. So here's our next exercise. We're going to do that arm raise and knees out, just like this for 30 seconds. Here we go. Let's get started. That's it. Oh yeah, keep your back straight. I've always had a hard time keeping my back straight. I don't know why. I don't know if I thought I was cool like the Fonz or something, but I know everybody here doing the workout remembers the Fonz. Quite a bit of difference as he's aged and changed his personality and character. 8 seconds left. Here we go. 3, 2, and done. Now, one of the things I'm also doing that we talk about but you haven't seen, my wife and I actually put together one of our recipes, changing what we eat and how we eat it. And so there's a really great little shrimp scampi recipe that we did that has shrimp, obviously, and then zucchini. The zucchini that's cut up like pasta, and it's really good. I can't wait to share it with you, the recipe, and so you can make it for yourself, and very low in calories and has all the good stuff in it. Let's get on with our next exercise. This one is where we were kind of like doing like out, legs out. There you go. That's it. So if you're ready, let's do it. 30 seconds. But like I said, it's really tasty and yummy. Good for you too. And those are all the right combinations. Several different things you put in there that are healthy, but make it taste great. And that's the key for me, because a lot of stuff, I was never a vegetable person, so I never finished all my vegetables, not all my greens, not all that stuff. So now I take those in a vitamin that Dr. Mark and Dr. Michelle have, these supplement packs that I use. I'll share that with you. And so I take all of those things that are healthier for me to help me get what I need as far as the innards in my body, so that it'll reflect what we're doing with our exercises, so I feel, I'm not so tired and all those things that help me be strong enough to continue to do our workouts. And remember, this time, if you don't have I'll do it like I don't have this thing this time. But I like that. Hopefully, maybe you'll invest in one and it'll help you out, get more out of your crunches. But if you don't have one, you're just going to lay here, put your hands behind your head, and we're just going to come up and hold. Come up and hold. All right, 30 seconds. Sorry. Ooh, something got my throat there for just a second. 15 seconds. Doing good. But I like the added support of that little, whatever it's called, to help me hold this up position for just a second longer. And there you go. Good job. 30 seconds. And we are done for the day. You guys did awesome. Workout number 11. I'm looking forward to the end of the week to see what kind of progress each of us has made. Make sure you have lots of water. You might look for one of these devices, or hydrogen water machine, and get out and walk today. Remember the walk, no matter what it is, walking around the house, walking around the office, at least 30 minutes, and then maybe pick up the pace a little bit. You're going to see so much more when you put in that effort. And we're excited to do it again tomorrow. See you then.